Hi, this is Krista Stefani. This training module is designed to assist you and provide you information with completing the Chore Historical Service-Specific tab contained in the Nebraska Department of Health and Human Services Aged and Disabled Waiver Cost Survey. This survey is being conducted to assist the department with conducting a rate study for services provided through the A&D waiver. To access the service-specific worksheet within the cost survey for Chore Historical Services, you must first navigate to the Services tab within the cost survey workbook. From there, you will select X or type X next to Chore Historical and then click on another tab. Once you click on another tab, you will see the Chore Historical Service Specific worksheet appear. Click on that tab to find the information being requested related to these services. We understand that in August of 2021, that the Chore Historical Service was replaced in the waiver with the Chore and Companion Service definitions. Because we are asking for information related to your fiscal year ended 2021, you may not have a full calendar year worth of services provided related to Chore Historical Services. And that's okay. We also realize that providing this information may be difficult for you to get from your organization as it relates to providing the services. What we are asking for you to do is to populate your responses related to these requests using the best estimate that you can provide based on your knowledge of the services provided by your organization. So for the first set of services, or for the first set of questions, we are asking you to identify the number of individuals who receive Chore Historical Services from your organization. Next, please indicate the number of days per week services are provided. If your business only operates on work weekdays, you would indicate 5. Likewise, if you open and operate and provide services 7 days a week, please indicate 7. We are also asking for you to provide the average number of days per week a typical individual receives historical or received Chore Historical Services. We realize that not all individuals access services every day, and so we are asking for the average number of days per week individuals do receive Chore services. The next request is for you to indicate the average number of hours per day services are provided by your organization. So on a typical day, what are your normal operating hours of business? If you are open from 8 a.m. till 5 p.m., then you would likely indicate a 9 in this field. The next request is asking you to populate the average number of hours per day a typical individual receives services. We realize that not all individuals would receive a full business day worth of services in a day. Therefore, we're asking you to provide the average number of hours in a workday that you are providing services to one individual. To also help us get an idea of the number of hours participants receive services, we're asking you to identify a % of the total services you provide and what portion of the total provides services to individuals for less than 4 hours per day, and what percentage relates to providing 4 or more hours of service a day. You will notice that there is a message here saying that the total of the percentages do not equal 100. If we were to use the numbers in the example, you would notice that that message goes away. We are asked that you please verify before you submit your cost survey that that error message is not present in your response. Related to Chore Historical Services, and if you have the information available, we are asking you to populate information as it relates to your fiscal year ended 2019, so we could see how the pandemic has changed how you deliver services. The information is very similar in this section as it was for current services. The difference being, instead of indicating the number of days per week services are provided, the number of days per year your business operated, and the average number of days per year a typical individual participated in the service. So those two items we're asking you on a yearly basis rather than the weekly basis up above. The weekly basis is used up above because of the change in the waiver in August of 2021. The next section is asking you if you provide this service in groups. If yes, and what we mean by groups is you have one direct support professional providing services to more than one individual at the same time, then you would indicate yes. And if your response is yes, then please indicate what your typical group size is. Also, to provide us with an idea of how you staff this service, we are asking you to indicate as a percentage of total what services are provided in the following staffing ratios. To further explain, this first item indicates that you have 2 direct support professionals providing service to one individual or participant at a time. This next item is you have 1 direct support professional providing services to one individual at a time, and so on and so forth. Please indicate the percent of your total services that are provided in these various ratios. If there is not a service ratio or staffing ratio that is already pre-populated, but your operation utilizes, please indicate that staffing ratio as well as the percent of time related to providing services in that ratio. If 100% of your services are provided on a one-to-one basis, you can indicate 100% in this cell here. You have completed this section. We thank you for your time in completing this cost survey and for taking time to review these training modules.